Also, Menoka saying the OSP, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, there's a lot of news if in Hoba. In fact, in another live right here on this particular platform, you see that he has invited Martin Kibu together with TV3 over allegations we are modified to but then OSP being November 18, 2025. No, OSP have officially charged Ofori Atta and also about 6 others. Now, the breakdown of things and in Niema Air Coso and how this particular trial will go together with some of the charge sheets are right here on this particular platform. And even what does this even mean in the first place? Because Kisie Jabene Ofori Atta and Sem no ayen same bibria ultimately no you could see clearly say there is a lot of things at air cost. So now we share screens no so and now we share the 2 screens no so we share hasia or say we share top now or say Republic versus Kenneth ya Ofori Atta and 7 others. So one more year come asem in this case say he charge you and 7 others on. So if you make it a bit bigger, we share top now. Republic versus Kenneth Yao Ken Ofori Atta omuwie so no omasan so ayeden ama omasan so edi case number na atuja. Now on your screens no you will see 5 people. What you see on the screens now na 3. But we share dia edi enima ba ko ye start efi benkuma obi say enima no ko finti onu huta nenim and a second one here Isaac Crenstel what you say ono so an editor. So these people are charged. The account will be a Colonel Kojo Damwa retired or no so eka or no so he's been charged in the the Ofori Atta scandal. Now yeba asiena the 2 other people almost can one more picture we Reverend Dr. Amish Adai Owusu Amwa and at your dear Trubim Evans Edusei. So these are the people are basically they've been charged. Now other person or can one and no entity Strategic Mobilization Limited SML. So the whole Ofori Atta thing, one of the things that you so they are charging on the whole SML scandal. The SML scandal, if you don't know what really happened, in Yane say a Brad GRE Ghana Revenue Authority or more company be say they will be managing the online and also the fiscal things of GRE because tax niema no SM beba na we make sure say niema ye kra kwa abruchi niema ye de ba amanfo efa kwan bi so omuntua tax on SML na ba abehwehwem aye system a bit magic tax na every month bia no and for the next 5 years no ye be ma strategic mobilization over 1 billion cedis or so. Into every 5 years, we need to have 500 million or so Ghana cedis more dollars more. And no, and I use SML. They were not doing any job, and the SML was a company, Ofori Atta, and we allegedly instigate here to steal and loot the state because the relevance of SML, according to them, no, it was never felt. So these are the 5 human beings I actually together with the company. Itself a Strategic Mobilization Limited, but then 2 other people are and the more people like I say and the main pioneers behind this no Kenneth Ofori Atta and Ernest Dakun Akori. But then these 2 people no share their own screens so what is on the screens no at large, which means say they are not in the country. We are learning say Ken Ofori Atta and Ken Ofori Atta is of knowledge say he is in the United States of America, but then Ernest Akori Dakun we are learning say he's somewhere in Japan and say Canada and onye na adwen kra se obeba Ghana. So you see no omo no say na yedi kan edi tudwa no ye the at large abomudin so because it is believed say they are run away and as they are trying to evade justice. Now ye be kwa share some of the rates are OSP ediba in terms of how our all charge you any in sema or di tuja it is a OSP wa body nyina tofa you be reading nyina and also the way forward. Remember say over the course of this particular past few weeks there's been enormous pressure which has been mounted on the office of the special prosecutor Kisi Ejaben because according to them no otsna ho ehyenhwe hansa emma Ken Ofori Atta edwane fi o man and one of the people only say Mahama should sack Ken Ofori Atta Martin Pebu or so no in other news Brown he's been invited. So straight up no yen call the page, the official page of Ken Ofori of the OSP. Nien share in Sema OSP edituja because oba asia utimi se court rate na omodi aba no o see the Republic versus 7 others. 7 others no emu baako no SML, which is an entity, but 5 ye yansa ka omo ema 2 omuye ndi park and Ofori Atta and NS akoreda kono they are at last. So let us read this here yen so as with other updates. You share the whole screen so or say so we will, let us make this bigger. Send at the end of the day more share you can also read along and know exactly what we are talking about right here on this particular platform, because this whole SML scandal it is something that ultimately I will say I can't want them, and also the fact say about a national concern, and I say something of a national concern. It should tell you say we all have a stake in it, because at the end of the day, if these people were able to steal this kind of money, I will say who say Ghana there, maybe a crony do not in somebody's words. I say any assem. So quickly, you share exactly what really went on. So in reading, or say the Republic versus Kenneth Ofori Atta and 7 others, all you need to know. So now the OSP is breaking this down on its official Twitter page. I say Kenneth Ofori Atta A1. So in the case, Kenneth Ofori Atta is being labeled as A1, and the Minister of Finance at all material times in relation to him. So Kenneth Ofori Atta chese ono and now Minister of Finance in some way a question if I know it's not a first person abono. The second person NS Darko Akore or he's been labeled as A2 in the court documents. On your party or a chef the cabinet of Kenneth Ofori Atta or party second Ofori Atta ni chuchu muchu NS Darko Akore or no he is at large. Osha has or say NS Darko Akore who is named A2 in this particular docs was the chef the cabinet of Kenneth Ofori Atta A1 in his capacity as a Minister of Finance at all material times in relation to him. So the third person also he's been named A3. The third person Emmanuel Kofi Inti, who was the Commissioner General of Ghana Revenue Authority at all times in relation to him. So the third person also this airborne air party no and Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority. You naming A3 here. Yeah, so we Amishadai Owusu Amwa, who now is being named as A4, and he was the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority at all times at all material times in relation to him. It's in A4 ye purchase or no sooner or ye Commissioner General of the GRE as at the time case and a chrono equal so. And he is named as A4 Amishadai Owusu Amwa. And A4 A5 Isaac Crystal or no sooner or a commissioner of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority at all times in relation to him. So the A5 person or no or a Ghana Customs Division commissioner Isemna na ekosunya na ona no position na ono said na kan one name ye man in relation to this particular docs A5. Kojo Damwa ono he is labeled as A6, and he was the commissioner of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority at all material times in relation to him. And so ono so no Emmanuel Kojo Damwa no ono so he's been labeled as A6, and yep I say during time and crony way so na or your Customs Division of the or your Commissioner of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority during the case. And A7 no Evans Edu say or no and now a Chief Executive Officer or sounds so a beneficial owner and controlling mind of the SML a Strategic Mobilization Limited or no he is being named as A8. So these are the people I say this one abom. So A7 no and A Evans Edu say, but the A8 senana midi kan SML no is being labeled as A8. SML a company from the Strategic Mobilization Limited. Our say it's a A8 is a company registered in Ghana, formerly known as the Strategic Mobilization Enhancement Limited. As you see, and a friend SML. It's in here we did the was now. Or said accused persons conspire to set and did perform acts in furtherance of the conspiracy to set up a criminal enterprise of directly and indirectly influencing the procurement process to obtain unfair advantage of SML for SML A8 in the award of procurement contracts for transaction audit services, external price verification services, measurement audits of downstream petroleum products, upstream petroleum audit services, and minerals audit services reportedly by the government of Ghana, acting through the Ministry of Finance and also the Ghana Revenue Authority. And all parties say, in way no so boy dia bomb no party say SML no strategic mobilization limited contract omunya aye no amanfo e no mo de omonsa shaase a omuskiwi say enya company bi asa company bit mama yiska asa company no dwuma mbedi ne say ombeboa the Ghana Revenue Authorities in their transaction audit services in terms of external price verification processes no SML no so ebeboa. It was meant to help them, and also petrol, gold for oil near they call any petrol a year gold they call oil no sa ehun difference any revenue any taxes no these people will take charge of all of them, and also petroleum other services. So SML was to take care and take charge of all of them, but according to OSP the SML was just meant to loot the state and steal money. Now so also, the criminal enterprise was commenced in 2007 by Kenneth Ofori Atta A1, Emmanuel Kofi Inti A3, Evans Edusoi A7, and SML A8, with other accused persons joining the adventure at various times. The criminal enterprise was characterized by no genuine need for contracting SML A8 for obligations is purported to perform, and contracts were secured for SML A8 through self-serving patronage, sponsorship, and promotion by Kenneth Ofori Atta, Ernest Darko Akore, Emmanuel Kofi Inti, and also Amishadai Owusu Amwa, and also Isaac Crenstel and Kujo Damwa, based on false and unverified claims. Until I say, sa SML company here, omo de buy yes and come ba beboa ama oma boa GRE to medjuma no eyadia na say nkofu bi no mkotena ho to loot the state. The tintin ititia no. Also the contracts were attended by a commission of egregious prohibited acts as mandatory statutory prior approvals by Parliament and Procurement Authority were wantonly disregarded by Kenneth Ofori Atta, Emmanuel Kofi Inti, Amishadai Owusu Amwa, Isaac Crenstel, Kujo Damwa, who acted with increased emboldened impunity as they freely abused their public offices by using their offices for private benefit. So, part say SML no omode bae no oman fan koma Parliament kwa ama Parliament anye de anhwem ehun se okay de SML ba be ye no Parliament betnas ni vote ni aka so okay eya na enye esan said that time no more almost majority no any omo ye de omo sa share na pabam Ken Ofori Atta ye force ya na ye nukukum ema SML contract no ebe ye contractor na sika na ye GR for mutua SML na contractor omo ni omo have ye enkofo bi no mu push say sa contract na was eba so na eboa Ghana in reality no na a scheme amanfo bi akufo na busuanfo omo tena ase to set up the SML to dupe the state and also steal whatever was going on. Now yento aso biem ewo ha sei Also, furthermore, Kenneth Ofori Atta, Emmanuel Inti, Amishadai, Isaac Crenstel ensured that there was no established financial management system of the monitoring and verification to assure that the Republic was obtaining the value for money it was paying to SML, and the channels of payment for funds to SML were set on automatic mode by Kenneth Ofori Atta, Kofi Inti, Amishadai Owusu Amwa, Isaac Crenstel, and Kujo Damwa, detached from actual performance and based on false and unverified claims in woeful oppressive injury to the public. According to OSP, no purchase again, no Sankro for 7 years together with SML company, no, which was led by Kenneth Ofori Atta, or the company had to automatic payments every 5 years. We are a bit sure for $500 million. Ejuma be no mo ye omusu omu boa GRA, but then a man specifies say ejuma we no mo ye and ejuma no mo ye eboa the state or not, and also no ejuma na no mo ye no there was no your friend is saying bibia na ɛda hɔ a yɛbɛtumi scrutinize and a report a chest okay SML ye ABCD SML ade na ɔmo yɛ abanfa so ama GRE for losses and also ɔmo making losses no nti SML ɔmo na ɔmo boa ama such losses no mbebiem. There's nothing to verify say SML boa GRE or not. Ena Kenneth Ofori Atta lead ena omode SML ato automatic payment every 5 years be etu omo ejuma be no mo ya yenim ena yede niam be bra to was SML base ben reality no omo nyehwe omo ade omo the SML ato contract so a contracts no they are just taking money without doing any better thing for the state a crime scene and I say a criminal as uncle Fukui oma bomu omo ye as at the end of the day ebo states no eka so the actions of Kenneth Ofori Atta A1 Emmanuel Kofi Nti Amishadai Owusu Amwa Isaac Crystal and Kujo Damwa created the opportunity for SML A8 to largely pretend to perform the services under the various contracts, leading to the immense financial loss to the public of over 1,436,249,828 cedis 53 pesos. It's according to a year OSP or party say contractor na a year SML4 Kenneth Ofori Atta air party say and komba be ye abua the states no enti sa contract ni nyina te say bia penas obi ama me contract say o anope bia me woro ne car ma no anope bia me mpra ne fie ni ma no anope bia me nto na tade ma no eye contract am ni nipa nako a nipa ne say obetua me $500 million but then sa contract na me ni nipa nako no obi ena one obi na akwatena aka say edebe nye bitima ya de enye sika efi papa we ho ene ne nko contract ni creative bi say obe ABC diama na wama wiska. In reality no me roka bia in reality me prefie in reality no me nto atade ye de ma to contract so automatic ene creative bi as me ye bibi na then the days ya ma miska akwa say the NSS scandal no anase ye di obi ato NSS people onye hwe nyanso yetua ne sika sa pepepe and this whole NSS scandal no and according to Office of the Special Prosecutor no kanka criminal thing at the end of the day no a crime scene obviously at the end of the day nkofo basically to loot the state and that me no ka say no ye the sankofo we nyina akokọ se na on the screen so se ne di kan di two dwa no ensema akoso a in fact some of them cry what cry na uye masho say nti nipa timi di boni say ane ye ka cho say Ghana na be before no ye very greedy ye ka monte ase onya opportunity a na omu nyina nipa ne de ne mwanwa cry Mustafa Hamid time na MPP opposition or get press conference I say let's save our country let's it's what THL say akwawe okuta kwa me kuma spirit na so onya opportunity one spare cry na OSP publish a friend is saying the hotels any name oni no oji say Ghana ya quit ya kechi this book just came to loot the state and yasem kitwa but then regardless no we believe and hope said the OSP knows exactly what he's doing and at the end of the day we believe that the case will go to actually help and it will go a long way in a way say a bit favor na states no you really this particular